Yo guys, what's going on? I'm Rich and welcome back to a brand new video. So today guys, it's been a while, I know. I want to show you my Fortnite settings, my control binds, edits I guess, and talk about a few little updates. So let's get straight into the settings. So I play on a PC with an Xbox controller. My PC settings are as follows. So I play at a native resolution. Even with stretched, I'm not into that. I play native the whole time. My view distance is epic for obvious reasons. Shadows, aliasing, textures, effects, post-processing, all off or low. That's just a habit I've got. A lot of people do this. I believe it gives me probably the best latency possible, even if it's minuscule, just to make sure I've got that competitive edge. And I really don't mind it. My PC is more than capable. I know a lot of other people might do this to hit that 244 hertz to ensure you can get the refresh rate you need on a monitor, because if you don't know, 144 hertz monitor, you need to get 144 FPS. 244 hertz, 240 FPS, and that can be tricky for certain rigs. Obviously, no doubt with that. This definitely helps, and it's beneficial regardless. VSync off. I don't have a VSync monitor. It's just for screen tearing. My monitor's fine anyway, because of frame rates, etc. Motion blur off because it is trash. So FPS, so you guys can see what I'm getting. And allow multi-thread rendering. That's good, because more threads means that you can get better performance, and that's something I'll talk about when I go over my PC as well. Controller edits. I have an Xbox One Elite controller. You can see this on the screen as I've got gamepad viewer open and I've laid it over on my OBS. A and B, I've got rigged to paddles on the back, which if you are aware of the Elite controller or SCUF controllers, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I press my left trigger, you can see it presses A. Let's go off this so we don't accidentally set any binds. It presses A and I jump. B, select edit. And you can see on the controller what I'm pressing and now it's showing. But I can do this while completely moving both thumbsticks, which is going to look very weird. But this means that I have the best aim possible. And that is something that's pinnacle on Fortnite, especially while building, on games like Call of Duty, because that's where I adopted this from originally when I used to play competitive Call of Duty. And then I've got a left stick edit, so I can edit nice and quick. I mean, my edit is not quick anyway, but it means while jumping through builds, I can quickly reset. And that means that sprint by default is always on, so I don't have to press in LT, as you can see. And I'm sprinting by default. This is probably very familiar with everyone. This is obviously Fortnite's been out for 2 years now, and everyone's playing on this. And then going on to my PC settings, guys, I have a brand new PC for 2019, and it is the fastest PC I've ever had. So it is an i9 9900K. I know it's a little bit overkill and a little bit, I mean, for the price, it's a little bit expensive, but I got a very good deal on it, and I wanted to be a little bit smart. So when I talked about that multi-thread rendering, old i7s like the 4790K I used to previously had was a quad core processor, 4 physical cores, but it had multi-threading, which meant it had 8 logical cores. So it had 4 physical and 4 kind of non-physical cores, and it acted like an 8-core CPU to an extent, and it did improve workflow, it did improve render speed, all that kind of stuff, and it's something that a lot of people like. On the new ones, it's something that's no longer on the new i7. So the i7 8800K, I don't think had it. 8700K didn't have it, and basically this means that all these cores were just technically 8-core CPUs. The i9 9900K is an 8-core CPU with 16 threads, meaning that rendering, streaming, and for certain games that utilize high core counts, it has a bit of a performance increase. And like I said, guys, I got a pretty good deal in my opinion. I've also got an RTX 2080, 16 gigs of RAM, a good case, of course RPGs, a sufficient power supply, and just a decent Z390 motherboard. Not fantastically overclock capable. It's nothing that I'm going to do anyway. The VRMs don't really have the greatest heat sinks, which means that without sufficient cooling, I don't want to be doing any voltage. And I know the i9 9900K, if anyone who's a PC guy is watching this, could hit 5 GHz. I've got it water cooled, but I don't want to push it with my motherboard, essentially. And that's about it on the PC front. I paid about £1,800 for this, and for me that's not a bad deal. When I priced it all individually, it wasn't too much more expensive than building it myself, and it meant I've also got warranty because I used to troubleshoot my own PCs, I used to clean them all out, all that kind of stuff, and it's something I'm more than capable of doing, but it's nice to have that warranty sometimes, and that safety of mind, especially when I'm buying parts of these high end, and that ensures I get the frame rate that you can see in the top right corner. And when I'm playing, it probably sits about 300 anyway. I think my sprint by default is messed up. This happens from time to time. You just go into the settings, you turn it off, and you turn it back on, and that will fix that. And guys, so talking about future plans, I grinded the World Cup. That was hella fun, but I never got to compete because I'm working. So for anyone who doesn't know me, I'm now living in London. I moved from the Northwest, so I'm 180 miles away. This has obviously been just for a personal change, my girlfriend's studies, all that kind of stuff. And it's just a fun change. So I've got a job which I really enjoy. I mean, it's nothing crazy. It gives me a bit of flexibility to play still. I get pretty good money for what it's worth. I used to work in recruitment for tech companies, but it was hella boring. So this just gives me flexibility, a little bit of fun, and I enjoy it. So that's that. I like I said, I couldn't compete. I got my points very quickly, and my Fortnite game lately has been strong. I've been loving Fortnite. I've been trying to play with games. I can't really get into Battalion. I just don't like it. I just always want to play Fortnite again. And yeah, so guys, there's not too much to talk about in this video. I'm going to keep trying to pump out highlights. Now I've got this PC, I want to start streaming. My internet, I'm with Virgin. I get 350 meg download speed, 40 meg upload with the Vivid 350 package, which is pretty decent. And it means that I can stream at hella high quality and drop no frames. So I mean, even recording this, my CPU is at 0.9%. My dream, when I'm streaming on test streams, I never drop frames. Obviously, I want to start incorporating webcams, get myself I'll get on Stream Deck, all that kind of stuff, and just step up my game. But if you want to check me out, my Twitch is Rich with 3 H's, so RichhhFN. I'm definitely going to try and start streaming more, and it's that. I mean, one thing is I'm passionate about this, but with support as well, knowing that I'm actually doing something decent, I'll definitely start to do it a little bit more. Not after the clout, just after the support, I guess. I mean, experience is always good. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you have, leave a like, leave a comment. Comment on what you want me to do next. I could do an IRL vlog of my setup, I guess. I've got a dual monitor. I've got an RL 2455HM and XL 2411P 144Hz DisplayPort monitor, an Xbox One X, my nice PC. So if you guys want to see that, definitely let me know. I'll be pumping out highlights. We'll be covering COD as it comes out as well. And that's about it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like I said, I can't wait to keep doing this, and I'll see you all